Thank you for coming. Special thanks to the National Poetry Library and Shaman Books, Eduardo Mora here, and the Cervantes Institute. I'm going to read Fragment of Emotional Map. And every now and then, for one reason or another, the ritual visit to Primrose Hill, and on the way, Charter Square, where they lived when they were students, almost untouched by life. And in recent years, when friends come to London and sleep on the sofa bed after traipsing through the city, on one of the nights they take them for a spin round the neighbourhood, including Abbey Road, to cross the famous Zebra crossing in giant strides. And the ritual visit rounds off the nocturnal tour. And when they climb the damp grass to the top of Primrose Hill, they show them the impressive almost 360-degree panorama, and they point out and name the various buildings and explain the history. And the silhouette of the city keeps changing, and the illuminated skyline adds to its messages and lights. And lately, a series of cranes has sprung up, bathed in red light by night, highlighting the housing boom. And with a smile, she always reads them the quotation from Blake, inscribed on a curved white curb. I have conversed with the spiritual son. I saw him on Primrose Hill. And it's a magical moment. And they also tell them that near here they dug a little hole and buried the hamster Orlando. And that in the War of the Worlds, H.G. Wells chose this hill for the final landing place of the Martians. And in the most recent visit, they point to the Beatty Tower, one of the more iconic buildings, and they add some new lines to the story. When Bowie died, his electronic revolving screen displayed mournfully in luminous white capitals, "Rest in peace, David Bowie." And they always show them, in passing, the house where they lived. And they tell them that next door, in this house, here, Sylvia Plath lived. And no, she didn't kill herself there. She killed herself nearby, in Fitzroy Road, in the house where William Butler Yeats had once lived. And the English Heritage round blue plaque wasn't there then. They must have put it up fairly recently. And opposite our house lived a ship's captain who had a Cadillac convertible and a Dalmatian, who always rode sitting up in the back. And the friends go back to their respective countries, full of stories, and into these stories are inserted the stories of the friends, which also have other people's stories in them. And all is in flux, and everything changes, and for one reason or another, every so often, the ritual visit.